Welcome back to Shroud of the Avatar Alpha Release 30, as we slowly get further and further to the final release. Well, to say the least, I didn't have a great time playing Release 29. The main reason being is that I was stuck playing as a archer. And, well, I gave it a go, but to be honest, I'm not really a fan of ranged combat. It's the thing that I usually avoid as much as possible in these sort of games, and well, I decided to completely scrap the character, deleted the character, and started again. I've done a little bit of level grinding. I've been playing this. I'm playing the single player offline, well, online. I don't think there's offline option at the moment. And yeah, this is now my warrior mage. And the great thing about this is it doesn't lock you into a particular type. You can be an archer and a mage if you really wanted to. But so I'm a warrior mage, mainly a mage, just with a little bit of sword play at the same time. So I'm going to go into South Celestial Wetlands, and this place I noticed when I was doing my level grinding has a bunch of relatively easy bandits around here, and a few caiman crocodiles. But the main thing is the bandits, they seem to have they seem to carry some decent equipment. So if you want to gain some gold, the best thing to do is just loot their camp, and that's what I'm going to do right now. So I need some money, and I need to level grind my character a bit. And at the same time, I can show off a few of my magical spells. The camp's right over here. There it is. There's a thing right there. Kill him. The arrow's pretty cool. And we've got the gust of wind, which knocks him back. And you can dodge using these really stupid backflips, but I don't think they make much of a difference, to be perfectly honest. Usually the best trick for when you've got the crocodile right in front of you is usually just use a gust of wind. But he's pretty easy. The small ones are fairly easy. And so I've actually started using well, there's two systems here going on here. You either got the reticule system or you've got the mouse pointer system. If you use the reticule, the mouse movement basically controls the camera, and it's great for ranged combat, particularly with your magic. It's far more useful than having a little mouse cursor on the screen, surprisingly. I actually kind of got used to playing with it. I think the entrance is over here, actually. So I've got a fire sword. Alright, and here's the entrance. And I think there's somebody else in here. Yeah, it looks like someone. That's the only unfortunate thing about playing an online game. Of course, there's going to be some asshole who just comes in there and wipes out all the enemies for you. Oh, he left one. Great. So let's go and kill this guy. As I said, the bandits aren't particularly difficult. And I like the flame weapon because it does degrade their health over time. This is one of those games where it's a little bit like Elder Scrolls Skyrim, where the more you use an ability, the more it levels up. And you learn new abilities by finding trainers inside the towns. Yep, this crocodile's almost dead. So it's even a lot easier now that I've got the flame weapon. Of course, it only lasts for a small period of time. There. Oh, and another thing about the reticule mode, as you just saw there, if you press the right mouse button, it moves the avatar forward. I don't know why they mapped that to that button, but it's there. It's kind of annoying. I kept on walking into enemies the first time I was using this mode. What's going on over there? think it's the other player, but I'm not sure. Yeah, it's him. Let's kill this guy. He doesn't need my help. Ugh. Small crocodile. So anyway, while I'm killing this guy, I should probably go through what's actually in Alpha Release 30. So there's actually not a lot of new features in this release. It's relatively minor in terms of the new stuff. It's more about improving things before the final release. Yeah, got anything? Great. Yeah, got it. So anyway, what's in this release? There's a change to maximum durability. Items can now actually break permanently. So I guess it means you have to repair your equipment at regular intervals via the blacksmith. There's also things called masterworks. Crafting is also finally expanding with new skills, including masterworks which allow smiths, carpenters and tailors to use new abilities to items they create. So if you're wondering why I keep on using the light weapon even though there's nothing about, it's I'm just pointlessly level grinding. The more you use the weapon, the more your level goes up. Oh great, 3 of them. They're actually not that difficult enemies, so I might be able to get them, but it's always worth just using the flame arrow than just running away, so you can get a few hits in. Yeah, I think I can get them. Yeah, they're going down. This should be a pretty valuable little fight. They all seem to have they always seem to like have a knife or something on them, which you can resell later. So anyway, other changes are they've done a lot to the Courage storyline, which is one of the 3 early storylines in the game. You get to select either, I think, Courage, Love, or Truth. I think Truth's the other one. But anyway, the Courage storyline's coming along. The story greatly expands with the Courage storyline now playable. To support that, Valhold, which is a new area, can be visited for the first time, and various other scenes have been filled out with supporting story. It's always good. Stories are a very important thing for me in terms of RPGs, and that is the main reason why I bought this rather than an MMO, even though I seem to be playing this more as an MMO at the moment. There's also a second new area in this release, called the Brittany Fields, which seems to be some sort of rustic village. And there's a lot of those in this game, but another one's fine. There's nothing wrong about having a slightly larger world, as long as you don't go over budget. Another animal hide, that would do. So anyway, this targeting system was changed in the last release. I actually prefer this new system. You can see when something's actually on the ground because the little reticule turns into a green circle. So they made changes to... Oh, there's actually someone in there now. Ah, good, they've respawned. Perfect, now I can go and kill them. So they made a bunch of changes... Yeah, got him. So they made a bunch of changes. They spent time iterating and polishing new targeting system. We introduced in release 29. The goal was to provide the same level of functionality we had before we added the new system, while still enjoying the advantages of the new system. Oh, they ain't gonna trouble me too much. There we go. Yeah, the flame weapon's actually really effective against these guys. Right, the last change is actually a really sort of important one for me. As I said, I'm mainly an RPG player rather than an MMO player, and the one thing which I assumed was actually never going to happen in this release were player companions. Now, in an MMO, of course, they're relatively pointless, as you got other real people to play alongside you. But in a when you're playing in single player, of course you want to have NPCs who can fight alongside you and maybe tell their own story, maybe have their own little quests. You know, someone you can relate to. And it seems like they've actually put them into the game. And this release actually has the first companion player. So, anyway, here's the blurb. So, companions are a hallmark of Lord British Games and will appear for the first time in Release 30 in offline mode. So, unfortunately, we're not going to see it in this release because, of course, I'm playing it online. They will travel with the player and assist whenever possible in your adventures. They will also engage in conversations with you about the world that you find yourself in. Ah, that's pretty cool. The first companion in the game to appear is Fiona Fritzoven, the travelling bard and companion to the Avatar in the... Oh, sorry, there's a guy over there, I just got a bit distracted. In the Path of Love. Yeah, this was always a good target, just get him stuck behind the scenery. Anyway. Fiona can usually be found in Feldmar's Tavern in Alandoris, singing for laughter and amusement. Please note that Fiona's a work in progress for Release 30. She will accompany you on your adventures and speak to you, but a dialogue is by no means complete. And comments for your travelling are now limited to Adoris at the moment. So that's actually a bit of a plus. I mean, I wasn't even expecting that to be in the game. I thought it was going to be a little bit more MMO based, but no. They actually have player companions. That's actually a really good thing. It kind of links it back to the original Ultimas. I think all the Ultimas, apart from I think the last two Ultimas, had real player companions that you could play again, play with. Well, fight alongside. And certainly it would help out the combat in some of the more difficult sections. I have to play it offline just to see what the AI of these companions are. But for the moment, I'll just take satisfaction of looting this bandit camp. Yeah, there we go. I don't think there's anything of use in here. We'll just wander on. I'll slowly find my way out of this area. I think I've killed enough in here, to be honest. The quickest way to gain mana, of course, is to put away your sword and shield. It makes no sense in real life, but if you want to run away, the best way, if you're getting attacked by an enemy, of course, put away your sword and shield, just run away. It's usually the best tactic. Ah, there we go. Might as well kill this guy on the way out of here. Still got a really dodgy effect on the water there. I know it's supposed to be swamp water, but it just looks... it's all static. I mean, they put in the water. They put in the water effects. They didn't put any water effects into the swamp. That's the most oddest thing. It looks really lazy. Obviously, this is an alpha, so. Oh, jeez! There's a proper big one right behind me. Nice, and half my health's gone. Oh, and he's a lot tougher. Great. Can I get him? No, I think he's going to screw me over. Run away. I think he's on fire, actually. No. Come on. Just got to get my health back up. If I had full health, I could get him. But he attacked me when I had my guard down. Just got to get my health back up. My mana's up there, so I'm pretty fine on that. Just get some distance from him. Getting behind this tree. There we go. Oh, Jesus, another one there. Oh, and the bandit. Really? Why would the bandit go after me? Surely it would go after the crocodile first. The bandit's not too difficult. Ugh. Oh well. There's the Ankh. Right, you can tell where the Ankh is, the little radar at the top. So that's the way back to the living. They made a change a few releases ago, so you can't exploit the standing next to the Ankh and respawning instantly technique, which was a big favourite of mine for a while. And fair enough for them getting rid of it. I can fully understand why. Yeah. There it is. Come on, there we go. Straight away through, and we're back to the land of the living. Yeah, just level up for no reason. Right, so we're going to leave here and go find somewhere else to play. As you can see, the loading times are still awful, but ultimately loading times are something which will be fixed closer to release. It's not really something you'd expect them to be fixing right at this moment. And furthermore, this is an online game, so yeah, it would be a little bit slower. Maybe if I was playing this offline. I don't think I've played... I don't think you can play this offline. Oh, yeah, this happens quite a lot recently. The last patch they put in, for some reason it starts you halfway up in the sky. No idea why. It's only the release it's only the patch which they put out today. On the 27th, so it definitely wasn't doing this on Friday. So I went from the south celestial wetlands, and I'm going into the north celestial wetlands. I can't remember what the difference between the two is. Some of these areas sort of blend into one, as far as I'm concerned. They're very similar. There's not much light in this area. It's also very, very helpful if you want to press the escape key. It removes all the extra windows. Yep, there's one right there. It's always worth getting in the flaming arrow first, because by the time they've got to you, they've already knocked through their health down. Right, let's take vengeance out on this crocodile. The other crocodile killing me. I should be able to get it now that my life's fully restored. And I've got my flame weapon ready. Yeah. Remember to use the breath of wind to push him back. You make sure you do the arrow first and the breath of wind, and that way he loses health as he's being burnt, and he's not attacking you because he's too far away. Let's go in there. Make sure you skin everything in this game. After all, you will level up just by skinning random objects. Well, doing that just about anything will level up something, even if you intend to or not. Well, apart from walking around, I guess. That doesn't do anything in terms of leveling up. Then again, that would be a pretty lazy way of level grinding. They're only small ones, so they'll be fine. And this was the benefit for doing a bit of level grinding beforehand. At least now the enemies aren't killing me straight away. Yeah, you gotta love that. You gotta love how the text doesn't quite fit in and goes on to the next line. Field dressing. It's a little bit sloppy there, guys. There we go. Animal hide. Let's get the other one. Animal hide. Now you can carry too many objects, but it doesn't impact you as much as some other RPGs, particularly the Bethesda ones, where it literally slows you down to a crawl if you carry too many objects. It gives you a little bit of a dexterity decrease, that's all. So it's not that bad if you end up carrying too many items of crap. Finally, a different sort of enemy. Yes, and one of the other things which they fixed from Alpha Release 29, which is prominent in my last video, whenever I used to attack the wolves, for some reason, I would instantly get stuck in place. Now, naturally, you expect this to happen with the spiders because they do have that ability to stick you with the web, but not with a wolf. And I haven't seen it happen yet in this alpha release, so fingers crossed they fixed it. Yeah, there we go. He put up a little more stronger challenge, so I got to be a little bit careful here. It's also kind of annoying the heartbeat effects don't always go away. I mean, it appears when your health gets down to a lower point, but there are some occasions where your health is nearing, it's very very close to being maximum, and you can still hear the sound effect. So I'm not sure what's going on there. Let's just get my health back up. Go and find a town at some point. There must be a town nearby. Just want to grind a few more characters. Yeah, another fire arrow. Very effective, that one. Ignite the weapon. It's best to attack enemies from start from far away. That way you got a huge advantage over them. No idea what the Syrian way does, but it works. It does effective damage. Now, hopefully there's a way to actually there may be a way to do it. I'm not 100% sure, but I don't necessarily like the text window on the left hand side. I have one hand on the escape key just so I can get rid of it, because it does feel like the screen's a little bit cluttered at times. That damn crocodile. I think I should be able to get him. Ah, not if another one goes right behind me. Oh, Timberwolf, great. Go away. This game also has the wonderful elastic rebound effect. Eventually one of them will back off. There he goes. You'll retreat back to his hidey hole. The creatures in this game really don't like being away from their home, it seems. Come on, I can get him. Almost. I think he's going to get me beforehand. I better run away. Now this tree will be useful. Right. There we go. Stay right here and Where's Mr. Crocodile gone? He coming? Ah, oh, dang it. I think he said you got bored and wandered back. Ah, so close, I almost killed that crocodile. Oh, let's go for this one then. Wait until my health, until my abilities are up. Let's go. Bang. Yep, small crocodiles don't pose a threat. You've got a flame sword. That's fire arrow. As I said, I'll just end up selling half this crap in the town. Ah, light's gone out. It's kind of annoying I have to put away the weapon just to get the light out. Come on, switch over. There we go. 7. There. Now I can hit the sword out. No statue. I don't know what the point of it is. I don't think you get any experience for finding the statues, or finding new locations. Maybe you should actually. Might be an incentive to go look at places. Other than just kill random pieces. Random species. This Timberwolf's not giving me anywhere near the amount of trouble the first one did. There we go. Also, like, I seem to remember the early releases, you couldn't skin something. You couldn't skin something without with your weapon equipped, and it seems like you can now. Also, in prior releases, I seem to remember you can only equip one skinning weapon at any one time, and they seem to have dropped that now. So I noticed well, not in this playthrough, but in earlier playthroughs of release 30, which I didn't bother recording. There were instances where I was taking ore off the wall, and I was skinning enemies, and I was using a fishing rod and all, and not once did I actually go into the menu and go and reselect it like in prior releases. So I was either decided to backtrack on that, which is good for UI, I guess. I mean, the less time you spend in the menus, the better. Come on, Mr. Crocodile. Almost got him. Got him. Yep, stillness. Another animal hide, another level gained. You're starting out, just use as many abilities as you can, randomly whenever you can. You'll need this for a training point of view as well. It's not just good enough to have the amount of money in a particular skill tree. You also need to actually use your abilities to a certain level. So if you ever want to upgrade your abilities, you have to use them randomly. Again, there's nothing original. As I said previously, it's pretty much a system ripped from Skyrim. And if you're going to rip something off, you might as well rip it off from a good game. Ooh, there we go. So I had enough of these wetlands, let's go somewhere else. Hopefully I can find a town or something I can play in. Go sell some of the stuff. I'm in danger of overburdening the avatar. Still haven't replaced these background graphics. And they must have some different concept art they can put up. For being forced to watch them all the time. There. Ugh. Jeez. They could do with a bit of... it's difficult to work out where you're supposed to go on these overworld maps, particularly when it's nighttime. It's sort of difficult to see where the path is and particularly when there's rivers all over the place. Ugh. Right, is this a player-owned town or is this not? I'm just gonna have to go in there and find out. Hopefully it's not. You can't really tell from the name, that's the worst thing about it. I have to just sit through the loading screen and work it out. I don't recall ever being here before, but I don't recall the name, at least. Never know, maybe a hidden little gem. Come on, is it there yet? We're at 100. Ah. Yeah. Hey, there's not a player in town. That's remarkable. So, yeah. Brand new town, great. And the frame rate's kind of dodgy. Really dodgy. Ugh. Oh. I've also noted yeah, see that? The watchers? The watchers actually do something now. They scan you for some reason. Don't know what that's about. There's probably some sort of plot thread regarding that. But I'm not really listening to the plot at the moment. I'm just doing stuff. I'm aware that obviously a lot of the plot in this game is broken at the moment, so I'm not really giving too much bother about it. But ultimately, plot and storyline is the one thing which keeps me going in most RPGs, so you know, I'd rather just ignore it as much as possible until the final release. Yeah, and these are the wonderful lots which people can go and get, and I don't seem to have a single property. I don't know if that's part of my package. I mean, I obviously got the beta version, and I did buy all 5 of the games for this. That was a late night. That was a late night purchase. I make a lot of late night purchases. I really should not use the internet at night. It's usually revolved around video games or DVDs or something. You just go onto eBay or something and you just think, well, it's the end of the month, I'm getting paid very, very soon. I'll just spend this amount of money, and you do it for no reason. And maybe it's just a little bit of nostalgia, and that's why I went off with Shroud the Avatar. It's something like 13. It worked out something like £13 for every game, all 5 of the games, something like that. So anyway, this is a skill tree, and so I'm going to try and plug in some. We'll see what I can get from here. No, I can't get that. It's the blue outline ones, the ones you're able to buy. The red ones are blocked off from you. I need some more skill. Death. No, I should probably get some of these. Blade speed, initiate skill. You probably want these ones first, because those aren't skills which you have to use. So I'm just going to get these as well. Probably not going to add them to the hot list. I'm just going to get them for further use later on. Heavy armor. I'm not sure if I'm using heavy armor or not. Possibly I am. I haven't really been paying much attention. I think chainmail is heavy armor, which is probably a really terrible thing to be using for a mage. I believe it does actually restrict your magic abilities. But nevertheless, I'm just sort of bumming around. No, I don't have a bludgeon object. Crafting. Nope. Fishing. Nope. Not be skilled. Why is that on here? Sorry, but if this guy can't train in the crafting, why is it on the menu? Hide it from the menu. I mean, it'd be the equivalent to me going into this shop and then having a whole list of items up here, and then the person saying, "Oh yeah, we don't actually have that in stock. Why have you gone on sale?" I'm just selling all the stuff. This is all the stuff from the bandits. You can see why I went to that area. I have a whole load of money after this, so I'm just going to sell just about everything I've got. You could probably melt this all down into and then use it for crafting, but I really can't be bothered. I'm just going to buy some stuff if I can find any. Great axe, not really. If people have anything of use. I can't remember what I've got and what I haven't got. Oh, I've got solid in terms of boots. A good boot there. Plate boots. Repair kits are also useful. Kind of expensive though. Just get me the one. And I kind of want to save my money because they haven't really got much. Just go with that, I guess. Equipment. Easy enough, just drag it on. Okay. Go in here, see what these other shops are. Oh, bank. Now, bank, you can just... see if we've got anything in here. Previous releases, some of the banks actually had equipment in it. Some of my stuff in it. No, not in this one. Banks, you can just basically store objects that you want to keep. I haven't really got that luxury, so... what's going on here? Fishmonger. That's great. Not sure why I'd want to buy fish, but... I don't know, maybe it doubles up for local currency. Random rabbit roaming about. You know what, I'm gonna kill that chicken. There we go. Yeah, people don't seem to mind in the New Britannia if you just kill harmless animals. And you don't seem to mind if you steal from them. That's actually kind of cool, you can get feathers. If I was still a ranged fighter, that would be actually great to just go around killing the chickens. I'm pretty sure the feathers are useful for arrows. I don't know if I got the, that's a nice boat there. I don't know if I've got the heart to kill all the chickens though. So I'm just going to leave some of them. Nice boat. I feel like this town's not fully finished. There's a lot of empty areas. A lot of space. Oof, frame rate's awful. Something over there, innkeeper. What's that? Music stations. Okay. That seems very, that's something very, Yeah, that seems very fitting, the sort of setting that we're in. I think I'll turn that off. Nah, I doubt this guy's very useful. Yeah. You're not going to be very helpful, I'm just going to ignore you. Well, I did the thing I intended to do in this town. I just wanted to go and sell some things. Yeah, I like the delayed reaction of the hit there. Yeah, so there's more places you can buy. What the heck? Wow, they just popped into view. That was cool. I don't think that was intentional though. Yeah, you can quite clearly see there's problems with this area. Glitching all over the place and frame rate issues. That happens a lot in some of the bigger areas. Outdoorus does it quite a bit. There's quite a bit of pop-up and there's it goes down to like 20 frames a second in places. It's definitely not smooth. So that is something they've definitely got to fix before release. Just fixing the frame rate in some of the areas. Some of the bigger areas. You also can't kill guards. Apparently it's a bad thing to walk around with your sword and shield out, but at the moment it doesn't seem to make much of a difference. No one seems to stop you from doing it. Or smashing things up, or stealing stuff, or looting off corpses. I know looting off corpses is supposed to be a bad thing and people are supposed to point you out for it, but they haven't yet, so I don't know if that idea is going to get dropped or it's just something that's going to happen later on. It may be part of the whole story aspect, which obviously isn't finished yet. So we're going to find another adventure map to go play around in. Back to daylight. I can at least have an idea of where I'm going now. However, the map isn't the easiest thing to navigate. I really wish there wasn't so many trees about. There's something over there. How do we get over there? Can't go through the water. Maybe the boat over here. Is the boat? Oh yes, it's the boat, great. Well, there's no animation, but alright, it does its task, I guess. See what map this is. Celestis. Ugh, it's gonna take an age to do. Come on. Yeah, they should put up some helpful text or something in these sections. There's something for the player to do. You know, helpful tips or something. That'll take like 2 seconds for a modern PC to load. Just to load a text file into memory. Speaking far too much like a developer there. Oh yeah, this is a player-owned town. Although it's not actually marked as a player-owned town, interestingly enough. Either means that no one's claimed the town, or I don't know, maybe it's a player-owned town in development. There seems to be a castle at the top of the hill. So I don't know. Maybe it's based on the player-owned town map. I'm just going to pointlessly level grind my character by igniting my weapon, even though I know there's blatantly nothing on this map. I just want to see what's inside the castle. Bit of a tease, to be honest. Oh, jeez. Why don't you put the castle near the entrance? Alright, can I get in here? Right. Wait. A lot is unclaimed. Great. I want to claim it. Lot leads. I don't have one. Great. Blocked by DLC firewall. Well, that was rather pointless. We get to see the outside of a castle. And now I'm going to get out of here as quickly as possible. I really wish there was a run feature, an advanced run feature. Maybe there is one. I don't recall there being one though. Oh, it looks like there's something down there, but I assure you there's absolutely nothing down there. I've tried walking through these areas before. They're void and meaningless. They're usually void and meaningless, even if there's buildings down there. And people roaming about. As you can probably tell, I don't really like the player-owned towns. Try to stick away from them as much as possible. Let's just go out here. Let's try and find an adventure map. I'll just stick away from all townships from now on. Right, there we go. Back into the boat. Back on the other side. See, this is my biggest problem with the overworld map. You can get stuck on the terrain so easily. And you can't go straight through rivers. You have to go around the rivers. Which makes navigation incredibly tricky. Ah, great. We're back onto an open area now. Let's go and find somewhere. Doesn't seem to be anything down there. That's a player in town. Pretty sure it is. No, we're not going in there. At least the music's not bad. No, I think I went in there last time. Let's try and find someone new. Well, I say new, I've been through these places quite a bit. Yeah, I haven't been in there for a while. I seem to remember there's a buttload of skeletons very early on in the level, and they always used to gang up on me and kill me rather easily. So now I've level grinded my character a little bit, hopefully I have more of a chance. Having said that, they used to gang up on you in about 4s or 5s, so I don't think I'm strong enough to take on that many characters at once. Not at the moment, anyway. Alright, everywhere I seem to go seems to be raining at the moment. I don't know if that means if it's raining in one area, it's going to be raining in all the areas, but there's things down there. I don't know what they are. I'm just going to try and attack one of them. I know the skeletons are around here in this area. Oh jeez. There's one. There's something attacking me from the right. Oh great, yeah. There's an archer over there, there's numerous people, I'm just going to run away. This is too much. least I'm level grinding. In my failure. Don't think they... Oh jeez, now there's a wolf. I'd probably take on the wolf if I wasn't already a little bit damaged. And maybe if I had the flame sword out, but I can't do that because he would just interrupt me. Obviously, it's usually better to plan your attacks. See the enemy in advance. Oh, jeez, another one. Oh, it's a stag. Okay, we'll find them. I say fine, but we still got a wolf hounding me. No pun intended. And it's not really actually a pun, I guess. Wolves aren't hounds. I think they're related to the dog family, but they're not generally conceived to be dogs. They're still following me. I think I can get him now. Right, come on. There we go. Now he's dead. Let's skin him and move on. It's usually the best idea to put away your weapon when you're skinning someone. That way your health and mana regenerates quicker while you're waiting. So, now that we ascertain the skeletons out there to the right, I'm just going to go up this mountain. So let's go here. Yeah. Oh, nice little village over there. Let's go over there and have a look. Let's get my weapon ready for the ambush. Ah, there we go. Let's go kill that thing. See, killing the wolves is much easier when you actually bother to prepare. When you have time to prepare at least. Kill him. Skin him. And as you can probably tell, whenever you because I'm in reticule mode pretty much virtually all this playthrough. I haven't switched between, well, I have a couple of times, I barely switch between reticule mode and the other mode, and whenever you go into skinning it does bring up the cursor for a short amount of time, but it's done automatically. So you don't need to keep flicking between the tab key all the time. That gust move is actually really effective. It seems to work on virtually any enemy. I doubt it works on the trolls though. Yeah, there aren't really any trolls in this early area, so these early sections, there are no trolls. You have to go through the lock gates to get to them, to the bigger enemies. I've never met either the Phoenix or the Dragon. Should probably go looking for them when I've level grinded a little bit more. But I believe there is one more there's one more character wipe coming up at some point, so it's probably not a good idea to put too much faith into this character. So he's going to get deleted, but let's have a look in this house. There's not a lot in here. There's never anything inside any of the crates. despite the fact I keep on smashing them to see if there's anything on the side. Each and every release sort of disappoints me in that regard. Houses themselves don't really have much to them. Also, the one other thing which I am kind of annoyed with this release is it seems that they've taken away the first person view. I don't know if that was ever supposed to be intentional, but if you rolled the middle mouse button all the way in, you would essentially you would go into first person mode, and for some reason they've dropped it from this release. And it's constantly third person. It was kind of helpful when you was going into buildings. You had a bigger visibility of what's going on. You didn't have sort of a jittery camera. You got rid of the jittery camera effect. Two enemies. Just hit one of them and run away. There's a mage there. Alright, if you want to be a mage, I'll just hit you with fireballs. I also kind of hate how they seem to have an auto lock on. I don't think there's any way to avoid it. Don't quote me on that. It may be the case that the rolls actually do it, but I really can't be bothered. They're not attacking me strong. They're not strong enough to actually attack me from this distance. He's actually almost dead. A few more of these, that should do it. And I'll just go straight. I'll go close in for the kill for the other one. No, rolling doesn't seem to make any difference. There you go, he's dead. There's a few bandits down here, so I imagine there's a bandit camp down there. He's gone off on no problem. Spider silk, there we go. I have no idea why I stuck to the light there. I know there's going to be more enemies down there simply because of the there's obviously some sort of fort down there. The problem is with the bandits, they usually roam about in packs, so if you spot one, there's probably 4 or 5 roaming about there somewhere. There's one that's popped out of nowhere. Thankfully he's just an archer. And this time you can't do dick moves on me. Oh, actually. Yeah, so one other thing which I noticed from this release, the archers would always in prior releases, instantly run away the very second you got close to them. And in this release, the archers don't run away instantly. They sort of they stay near the character, but they do run away a little bit, but they don't run away instantly. They will attack you from close range. They don't swap their weapon like they probably should do, but they do attack you for short range. Which is a lot less annoying, believe you me. I really did hate them. I really did hate them as a warrior trying to hit them. Nowadays I just pretty much just use the flaming arrow. And I would use the fireballs, but I'm not sure what, which is my 4 key, but I'm not sure what powers that. You only get a limited supply, and I seem to be out of those at the moment. It's possible I didn't have to buy something to do that, but I haven't really read up on it. There we go. Get him at close range. Oh, I'll just hit him again. There you go. He'll die eventually. Long before I will. So, let's carry on towards the fort. Well, no, it looks like a ruined fort actually. There was one guy down there. I don't know where he's gone to though. Of course, this is the moment where you probably want companions along with you in order to storm the fort. But I have to be a little bit careful here, otherwise I'm going to get overwhelmed. Well, as we know now, there's going to be NPC companions in the game. If you're playing it in single player, offline, there will be people playing alongside you. I'm guessing it's going to be a system where there's... I'm not sure how many companions you're going to have alongside you. Hopefully there's more than one. I kind of hate games where you have lots of companions but you can only take one at a time. But obviously in multiplayer you can have as many as you like. I'm not sure what the limit is. I'm not sure how many people actually can appear on this game in terms of a map at any one time. I'm assuming hundreds. Whether you want hundreds on a single map is debatable, but there's a mage over there. Give me fireballs. And there's someone coming right for me. Let me start. I'll get him first. It's the easiest one. Yep, so you see the speed ability which I bought earlier. It's just improved through just me just doing my everyday thing. So it's worth buying those immediate skills. Because you will upgrade them regardless whatever you do. As soon as you start attacking something, you're technically using it, so you want to do that. Because it will make your attack speed a little bit better. To be honest, I'm not really sure why I'm walking around with a shield. I mean, I don't necessarily need a shield. I don't really use it. In the past I've actually felt it was a little bit better just to walk around with two swords. But to be honest, I'm kind of having a good time playing with the magic, so I think it's a little bit more rewarding in this game if you just constantly use magic. There we go. The major problem with the combat at the moment is, well, every blow doesn't really seem like you're hitting anything. It feels a little bit like you're swatting at the air. It doesn't seem to be much weight in terms of the attacks that you put in. And maybe that's just a maybe it's the lack of sound effects at the moment, or at least there's lack of variety in the sound effects. And that's definitely an area that which they could probably improve on. So I'm just swapping around things. I noticed I have a better shield, that's all. There we go. So yeah, so whilst combat has got a little bit better, it does need some improvement just to feel a little bit immersed in it. There's bound to be people in here. Yeah, there's a whole load of them. What the heck? Did he phase through the wall, or is there a gap there? Ah, who cares? Let's just kill him. The others don't seem to be that bothered with the fact that I just made an appearance, but yeah, just send this one guy off here. Yeah, so here you can see with the archer, in previous releases, this archer, the very second you get anywhere close to him, he would instantly run away. This time there. He runs away after a little period of time. It's a lot less annoying, to say the least. little bit overburdened actually. You can tell up from the top right hand corner. There's a little burdening symbol. But at least it doesn't make any difference to the character. I mean, in the Bethesda games, your character would slow down to an absolute crawl. So you had to drop something. This one, no, not really much difference. It does affect your dexterity, so it will affect you in combat, but at least you can still run to the next area. I really want to take the skeleton out. Hopefully he's got something of decent value. Another level gained. Yep, let's take it all. Of course, these places are pretty cool for level grinding, because eventually the thing is with these online multiplayer maps, as new players come into the area, of course the enemies have to respawn, so eventually they'll all just, after a period of time, they will just respawn again. So effectively you can just stay here forever, just constantly grinding on the enemies. Well, kill grinding, that is. There we go. Lou. Anyone in here? Oh, still another one. They must be respawning. Can't be this many idle people in the game. I don't care. Oh, there's another one. Respawns at a drop of a hat. And there's the rubber band effect, just instantly going all the way back. That's your one saving grace in this. They won't yeah, they've respawned on the bottom as well. So unfortunately, enemies I just killed at the very, very beginning have come back to life again. So I'm just going to run away, because I don't see that ever improving. I think I've got a lot of health left. I'm probably going to have to run away, heal up and then come back. Technically I could probably just use a health potion. I really don't want to. And why use a health potion when you can just wait around for 2 seconds? He's going to get me now with a fire sword. Another level up. Pretty cool. Don't know why he's called Lou though. Maybe that's the group's name, called Lou. Carry on. I may be strong enough to try a new area now. Complete new zone. Go through all the lock gates and see what I can achieve. Because on the whole, I seem to be strong enough to take on most of the enemies here, as long as they don't come at me in huge groups like the skeletons earlier. Pretty much fine against all of these. Ugh. Sorry, I accidentally pressed the right mouse button. There we go. Oh, Timberwolf. Good on you. Easier now. You know, most wolves don't really like fire, so I'm always surprised that he's trying to attack a human with a flaming weapon. Must be pretty damn hungry, that wolf. Ugh, failed. Well, there's a pretty good chance I'm gonna win this one, so... There we go. It's worth doing it if just get the extra gold. And of course you do level up through skinning the animal. Hate these spiders. They have a nasty habit to either make you stuck in place, or they either poison you. Bloody annoying. I try to avoid the spiders as much as possible. Go away. No, he's still following me. Maybe if I set it on fire, maybe, or... I think I'm stuck in place. Yeah, I'm stuck in place. Yeah, the web there. And death. Yeah. Alright, let's go towards the Ankh. You know what? That's only my second death of the playthrough, so maybe I'll just call this a day. Now I gotta find the Ankh. It's somewhere down here. Maybe I'll call it. Yeah, I'm gonna call it a day for this playthrough. So there'll be another Shroud the Avatar release 31 in about a month's time. I'll still carry on playing it, I guess. I mean, I've been level grinding quite a bit, having quite a bit of fun in this release, to be honest. It's certainly getting a little bit better. Still a lot of work to do, but nevertheless, so this is the end for my playthrough of Alpha Release 30. Yeah, it is 30. So, if you like this video, then feel free to subscribe, or like the video below. But nevertheless, thanks for watching, and, well, so hopefully I'll see you in about a month for Alpha Release 31.